guys! So I had a flippin' amazing opportunity to go see a special pre-screening of Divergent last night in Orlando, Florida. It was crazy, so packed. I got to see Veronica, Roth, and Ansel, Elgort in person. Neither of them noticed me, but I saw them, and I got lots of pictures, so there'll be a link to all of those in the doobly-doo. It took forever for the movie to start. It was just agony waiting between seeing Ansel and Veronica and the movie. It was awful. I'm going to try to give a brief, non-spoilery review of the movie. I'm not going to say anything specific, just kind of a general idea of what I felt about the movie. If you don't want to know what I felt because you want to go see the movie with your own views, without anybody else's views getting to you, don't watch this. However, if you're really curious to see if the movie was good or not, keep watching, and I promise I won't spoil you. Hopefully. I'm gonna try really hard not to. So before I begin my review, I would like to just say two things. One, Divergent is my favorite trilogy. Like, I love it so much, words can't describe. And two, I had just reread the book right before seeing the movie. Like, literally, I finished it while I was waiting for Ansel and Veronica to get there. Fresh in my mind. I was so pumped. I was like, I'm about to see this on the screen. So, saying that, here we go. Some book to movie adaptations, they keep a lot of the big stuff in, like the big plots and the big characterizations, but they don't leave in a lot of the little stuff that the fans appreciate, like lines from the book, like that exact dialogue and specific little scenes that were just really cute, that you loved that this one thing happened between these characters. You loved that they got to do this one cool thing, but that didn't really have a big effect on the plot. Divergent, they had more of the little things than the big things, so I really appreciated that they had lines from the book. I was like, I know that line! But some of the bigger plot things that I felt really needed to be included, they were altered or left out entirely. I always keep it in mind when I see a movie that, no, they cannot keep everything from the book into the movie. Some cuts have to be made, or else you're going to be sitting there in an 8-hour-long movie, and I would be down for that in some cases, but it's not realistic. At the beginning of the movie, it started out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly like the book. And then it went in a few more minutes, and I was like, okay, there's some changes after a few scenes, little bitty changes, but it worked. It didn't change anything too much. But as the movie went on, it was less and less like the book. They were making more and more changes that I felt really didn't need to be made. I'll make another video. I'll post it later after the movie comes out. It has spoilers to specific things that I thought. But just some of the changes they made I felt were unnecessary, and I felt were detrimental to the plot of the movie, and kind of contradicted some events that we know happened later because of the sequel and Allegiant. But it did have some really funny parts that had the whole theater laughing. It had some really swoony parts where all the fangirls in the theater were like, oh! But some action parts where everybody was like, wow, what's gonna happen? Like, we read the book. We know this is gonna happen, but is it gonna happen? Who knows what the other changes they've made in the movie? Maybe it's not gonna happen. The acting, I felt all of the actors, I think, were really good. Some of them weren't exactly how I pictured the characters, but the way they did the characters really worked, and it really made me kind of see more sides to the characters than I'd seen when I just read the book. In particular, I don't want to sound biased here, but Ansel Elgort blew me away. Caleb is a very special character, and I really wasn't sure how I was going to feel about him in the movie, but Ansel did an amazing job. It's just the script needed a little bit more work, I feel like, just to keep everything in and have it be the same book that we all fell in love with. But the scenery, everything, it looked amazing. All the wardrobe, I really liked what they did with the wardrobes for the different factions. We saw some of this in the trailer, but just seeing Chicago just on the big screen in this Divergent world, wow, it looked beautiful. I don't want to give this movie a number rating because I'm really not sure how I would rate it, like 1 to 10, like 1 to 5 stars. Okay, but if we're talking about all book to movie adaptations, with the Percy Jacksons being way bad, Hunger Games being way good, and then the Mortal Instruments kind of in the middle, I would say that the Divergent movie fell more towards the Mortal Instruments than the Hunger Games. That's just what I thought, my impressions on the movie. I'm so thankful that I had the opportunity to see it early and see Ansel and Veronica. I'm really excited to see everybody else's reactions. I'll probably see it a second time once it actually comes out in the theaters. And we'll see, maybe my opinion will change, maybe I'll be less critical, but I feel like it could have been done better. It was about how I expected it to be from the trailers, but not what I hoped it would be. So that's my opinion. Like I said, check the pictures in the doobly-doo. I have a link to the pictures in the doobly-doo from last night, March 3rd. It was special. I have a lot of pictures. It was fun. So I hope you guys enjoy the movie when you see it. Tell me your thoughts down below of what you hope the movie will be like. Or maybe you're watching this and it's already come out and you've seen it and you disagree with me or agree with me. Let me know what you think. So thanks for watching.